how about the cybersecurity course, and also about the contents, and also the job market and all. And I told you we'll be learning the basic stuffs and also the basics of cybersecurity and networking. So in this course, so according to that, initially you need to have some knowledge in the operating system. So and then you have to have some knowledge in network basics. That means network diagrams and all. We'll be learning those things also here. Okay, fine. So without wasting the time, we'll move to the session. So if you haven't attend the previous session, means please go through with the session and also the things which I have told you in last class through the session recording, because our sessions will be having a link, and also my sessions will be uh, continuous and also linked in with the previous session. So please attend all those sessions before joining to every session. Okay, so and don't miss the sessions anyhow. Okay, we'll start the session. So we'll start the session. Okay, so fine. Initially, what we are going to learn is, okay. So before you start working on it, get to know about it very well. That means, guys. So as I told you, as I was explaining in the previous session, so before you start learning cybersecurity and networking, because most of the people they are interested, okay, most of the people they are interested in, they wanted to do, but they do have some fear, and also so it's a kind of thing, they don't know about what they are learning and also how that is important. So when it's come to networking and cybersecurity and even in ethical hacking side, so people are scary, and also people are having a fear to learn. Okay, so no need to worry, and also no need to fear to learn something, because rather than using devices without any networking knowledge and getting code someone, and also without facing problems because of the network, so it's better or much better to learn about networking and cybersecurity and ethical hacking and all those networking interfaces, Linux, so like Linux or something. So it's better to learn something and then we start using. Okay, so and then last in our previous session also I was explaining. So there are, okay. So in when it's come to network, okay, not only you can work in the networking sites and also networking fields, there are lots of job opportunities even online. There are lots of online job opportunities also, who can work, even girls can work by staying at home also, you can do a job. Okay, so the system administrator, because you all know, for every company, we'll say for a bank or either for a supermarket or either um, for a media center or either everywhere, they do have a network system, right? They are needing a network administrator. So when you're having a basic qualification or basic knowledge in networking, you'll be able to work for them, and also you'll be able to join on those job opportunities. You will be accepting those job opportunities because you know something, right? So, and then database administrators, okay, to create and maintain a database, anyhow, you will be needing database knowledge. Okay, but when it's come to DNS and also the server side, server-based databases, you will be needing network knowledge. Okay, so and also web administrator. So when it's come to web administrator, we'll say in cybersecurity, there are okay segments, and also you'll be learning lots of things. So when you are continuing a diploma or degree, and also when you are continuing your higher studies in cybersecurity networking, so when it's come to web administrator, so every website there is a networking terminal or either network opportunity, right? So because a web developer can will be able to design the network and the interface and backend part, and also a web developer, he knows how to create an attractive website for the users. But when it's come to networking part, to play that role, every website admins and also every website developers, they do need an web administrator from cybersecurity or networking side. Okay, so and then for the web developers, you can become a web developer by learning networking. When you have networking knowledge with web development knowledge, so you can become a perfect web developer and network administrator, as you all know. So to become an administrator, network administrator, cyber security learners, and also those who are having cyber security qualifications, those who have knowledge in cyber security, for them that will be easy to get jobs and IT technician in even campuses, colleges, in even government universities. There are IT labs, and also there are technological humans handling all those things. For all those things, they are needing an IT technician to fix the problems and find the problems, so debug it. So every company, if they are using any technological things or electronics, so they will need an IT technician. Okay, so in Sri Lanka also there are so many IT technicians, and also there are remaining jobs also for the IT technician. Okay, so and then security administrator, network engineer. So you'll know. So when you are completing an HND, higher national diploma in networking, you will get a qualification like network engineer. So you'll become a network engineer. So for that also we do have lots of job opportunities. And computer software engineer, for the software engineers also we are needing some support from the cybersecurity side and from the network side. Okay, so fine. Then the skills required to become a cybersecurity person or either a network person. Okay, so we'll say there are lots of network terms, and also there are lots of technical terms. So you have to know to become yeah, become a network. Okay, so when it's come to, okay, so when it's come to working on a company, or either when you are working on an organization through online, so initially you will be need to know about some technical terms before starting a job, before working on a job. So you will need some support from the technical side. Okay, uh, fine. Fine. So when it's come to ethical hacking, okay, though there is a term called sniffing. Okay, so as I mentioned in the slide, sniffing is the process of monitoring and capturing the packets passing through a given network using sniffing tools. So it is a form of tapping phone wires and get to know about the conversations. It is called wire tapping applied to computer network. So that means to tap a call or either to record something or either so related. Okay, tapping something. So you'll be needing some technologies and also you'll be doing some technical term, right? So that's what we are calling sniffing. So and then operating system, as you all know, so you have to know about the operating systems. So mainly, you have to have some advanced knowledge in Linux because guys. Okay, done. So why we have to focus on the Linux operating system? So that is what. So we will be learning some things in Linux and also the types of operating systems and operations, how we can operate them and why we do have separate types of operating systems according to the use and need. Okay, so we'll be needing that because usually we won't be able to, and also we cannot hack a WhatsApp account. Okay, it is illegal and also it is an cyber act and also so you cannot do that. Okay, so through your windows or either even through your command prompt interface or something, so you cannot do that. Okay, but Linux is making that possible. For an example, we'll say, so you can through the Linux you can do some hacks and you can hack someone's SMS, so short message system. You can control their normal messages and you can get the WhatsApp OTP verification to your device and simply you can just activate your WhatsApp and you can use it. Even you can hide your IP addresses and you can hide your identification. So whatever you can. So through the Linux and also there are some network related database development platforms. So I'll be giving some ideas related to that also. So we'll be learning that too. Okay. So and then when it's come to operating system, okay, not in brief, just we'll discuss about the interfaces initially. So the interfaces, when it's come to an interface, there are two types of interfaces. Okay, command line interface CLI and GUI. So initially we'll get to know about GUI, graphical user interface. Okay, graphical user interface, it do have icons and pointer and windows, menus and all. Okay, interact with computer with minimal keyboard and primary interface used by most people today. So most of the people were using Apple, macOS, and Windows, even Android. Those are graphical user interfaces. Those are the graphical user interfaces. So because everyone can get to know easily, and also it is prettier, and also easy handling, user friendly. You do have user friendliness, so that's why people will be able to use that easily and also easy to handle. So that thing is there. Fine. And then there are file extensions, you might know. So when it's come to Mac and Linux, okay, so there are file extensions. When it's come to Windows, there are file extensions because to control a data and also to control a system. So when it's come to controlling a file system, you will be needing the file extension, right? Through the file extension only, you are going to get in that, and also you are going to crash that, and also you're going to control that. You're going to get that file. So for that, you will be needing some knowledge in file extensions. Okay. And then, as I told you, command line interface CLI, it is totally based on the text. Okay. Whatever you have to do that. Uh, through the text. You have to feed everything through the text. So don't worry, I will be teaching you the commands and what's happening, and I will show you practically. So I'll show you practically how a command line interface CLI is working. So we learn that, and then to make folders and remove folders. So there are codes. So you anyhow you have to type everything to do anything in an operating system. Okay, so creating files and start an application. So to shut down a device, so in a scheduled time. So whatever you can do in yeah network, we'll say it's in command line interface. You can do whatever. Okay, but networkers and cybersecurity people. So we are not using command. Sorry, GUI, graphical user interface, because it's easy to handle by everyone, and also in that it is not much secured, and also to do security things. Okay, to do security things, that is not easy to handle all the networking terms and technical terms. Okay, fine. So give me a minute. Okay, guys, keep your devices without disturbing the session, because without your knowledge, it's something appearing in the screen because of your devices. So please be notice that and also be aware of that. Okay, so initially there are two types of networks. That means not in the segmentation. So I am telling you. Uh, when you are networking, there are two types of networks. So the first type of network is a computer network. The other one is a mobile network, right? So just a network or either computer network. There are two types. So when it's come to a computer network, when you connect two or more computers, to share source resources and also to share a file or a data. So that is what the computer network. When you are connecting okay devices rather than only having computers in network, if you do have some other devices also, we'll say you are connecting your mobile phone, you are connecting even your, you can connect your refrigerator, air conditioner, even nowadays you can connect your rice cooker, even washing machine into a network. So like that, when you are connecting something uh, which is not a computer, okay, in a network, that is what we are calling a network. If it is a just network, it will have some other devices also, not only computers. When it's come to a computer network, we will be connecting only computers to transmit the data and also share data among the network. Okay, so and then we will be networking. We'll use to network something. Uh, to communication, right? So to share a data or a file, so we used to, right? So transmitting or sharing or sending something from a device to another device, okay? That is what we are calling a data communication. So that's why we are networking a system. Okay? So and then, okay, give me a minute. Okay, done. So when we are connecting a network, there will be three basic components in a network. The first one, sender or the source. Okay, when you are getting or receiving a network from a Wi-Fi router, so Wi-Fi router is the source or the sender, right? So through the wire or wireless medium, you will be gaining the network access and then you will be using like that. So every network, there are basic components. The first component is a sender or the source, and then a medium or a through what you are sending or sharing the data. That is what. So, and then the receiver or the destination. So we'll be having a destination. So that is what our receiver, right? So receiver or the destination. Every network it do have this. Then something briefly in the notes. So you won't be needing to note these stuff. So if you want, you can note these things. So done. So there are three types of network or transmission modes, guys. For an example, we'll say, so we'll be needing to send data without requiring or without getting the replay one. Okay, you won't be needing a replay from the other side, but you will be needing only to send a data or something. So, and then once you send or once after receiving or sending, you'll be needing to get or send a replay. And then uh, sometimes you'll be needing a conversation or transmission. So, which allows you to transmit or send or receive data together at once. So, okay. So the first type I told you is the mode which we are calling simplex. So we can transmit data, okay, we can send, okay, send or receive something from the sender. Okay, so one side a person will be able to receive only, the other side the person who are sending, he or she, that side, they won't be able to receive any replies from the receiver. Okay, so just to send, and the other side, the person who are receiving, just they can receive. For example, satellite communication, as you all know, so TV antennas and also satellite communication. In that, as you all know, just what you can do is, okay, just what you can do is, you can share the data. That means, we'll say, uh, you will be able to watch televisions or cartoons, cinema, or something through the satellite, right? You will be able to watch a movie or something which is telecasting on the Sun TV, or an satellite TV. But you won't be able to replay that. You cannot give a replay. You cannot go near to the television or TV, and you cannot replay for the TV channel, right? So if you are a mentally disturbed person, and then only you will be doing that. But so this is what the simplex mode. Okay, through a satellite or the dish, you will be receiving the data. So the media centers, or we'll say uh, television companies, they will be able to send only. The second type, the second type, half duplex. That means, for an example, walkie-talkie, guys. Once a person is sent the data or the or something, so the other side, the receiver will be able to reply after that only, then after only. So, for an example, walkie-talkie, you might have seen that police officers, they used to use walkie-talkie like over. They used to use a word uh, over. The reason, the sender, okay, after he send or after he have done completed the conversation, he used to uh, give a notification for the receiver that he have over or done with the conversation. So that only he is using the over. And then once the replay is done, the other side also they used to tell like over, right? So that is what the walkie-talkie conversation. For an example, your WhatsApp voice note system. So you can record or send a voice note, okay? Okay, and then the other side, they have to listen that. While listening, they won't be able to record a voice note. So they have to listen the voice note, and then they will be able to at once. We cannot record a WhatsApp voice note and also listen to an WhatsApp voice note, right? So that is what. Okay, fine. So half duplex mode, and the third type of conversation or the network transmission mode is duplex, full duplex. Your mobile conversation at once, receiver and sender and receiver will be able to do conversations and talk, and also send and receive data for the voice. It is what full duplex mode. Okay, so this is what the problem, right? When two people, for an example, we'll say when a husband and wife is talking or doing conversation through mobile, so sometimes husband, he won't letting wife to talk, and also wife won't let her husband to talk. So that is what the problem happening nowadays, right? So if it is an half duplex or walkie-talkie conversation, anyhow, they have to listen. They have to wait until the first person to complete their conversation. So listening, when people are listening to each other, there won't be any trouble or there won't be any issues or problems, right? Okay. Okay, fine. And then transmission media, this is very important because in wireless we're gonna work a lot, and also we gonna do lots of things in the wireless. So we'll be creating or designing networks, and also I'll be teaching you how to design networks and all network devices and all. So we'll be learning those things also. But the important thing, okay, rather than trapping or hacking a device or finding someone or someone's tapping someone's mobile or a system through wired, it is easy and also it is convenient and also it is safe to a cybersecurity officer or either ethical hacker to control someone's device through wireless, right? So the thing is there, right? Fine. So there are two types of media, so medium to transmit the data, the guided wired or either unguided wireless. Okay, so there are wires means there are types of cables we'll be using. Cables, types of cables to get connected with the devices to share the resource and also share the data. And also we'll be using to transmit data through cable or the physical medium. When it is a transaction or transmission of data happening through a physical medium, that is what we are calling a guided or wired medium. Okay, so for an example, normally in your telephone connections and normally in houses, we do use twisted pair. Okay, shield and unshield, UTP and STP. Unshield and shield twisted pairs are the cables which we use. And for an example, we learned that briefly. I'll explain briefly, don't worry. So CCTV cameras, they were using coaxial cable because they were heat proof and waterproof and also it is more protective than the twisted cable. Okay, after a fire accident also there might be footages and also there might be recorded footages in CCTV when you use a coaxial cable. There are more quality coaxial cables. So anyhow, nowadays most of the companies and places they're using wireless cameras. Okay, but because of the security issues and all, when it is a wireless camera, everyone will be getting access and also everyone will able to control that. Okay, so we can secure that, but rather than being in a trouble, we can connect our cameras through wires, right? Through wires, we can connect them. And then fiber optics in your fiber connection. In your fiber connections, we are using fiber optics cables. Okay, I'll show the pictures of the cables and how it is working. And also, don't worry, we'll be learning that briefly because you are not just learning cybersecurity here. In cybersecurity, you are learning network basics. Okay, so from the basics itself, you have to know, and also you need to know everything. So then only that will be easy for you to understand, and also easy for you to design a network or something. When you are a network administrator or admin, you will be able to design a network easily. That is what important. And then the other side, unguided. When a network or two devices are not connected physically, when devices having a connection, virtual connection, that is what we are calling unguided or wireless medium. So in that radio waves, so for an example, in your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, all those networks were comes under radio waves and microwaves and satellite communication, as you know, infrared. So these things I will be explaining you in brief. Okay, so be learning these things in brief. Okay, so anyhow, the devices, network devices, I will be teaching you in brief. Okay, fine. So when it's come to a network, okay, a wired or wireless network, there are some basic things you need to know, and also there are some basic. So we'll say when you using internet connection on a network, when you use an internet connection on a network, you will be needing some security things and firewalls, all those things you will be needing, right? Okay, so when you are not using internet, when you aren't needing an internet connection, until that you won't be focusing on the firewalls and the protections and virus guard and all, right? But the other side, when you need to know, about when you wanted to connect internet connection to your network, at that time you have to be careful. So because when it is a just network which is not having internet connection or something, it is secured than the connection which is having internet connection. Okay, so That is very important. Okay, so I will be explaining these diagram in brief. Okay, yeah. So network devices and virus and how we are trapping or hacking a device through a yeah, through a link or something, or through a virus. So but how that is happening, so we'll learn, don't worry. And then computer network. So when it's come to computer network, so there are three classifications according to the uh, geographical view. That means we'll say, so according to the area, we can classify land, local area network, metropolitan area network, man, and then wide area network. Okay, so don't worry, we will be learning this also in brief. So sorry guys, unfortunately, it's okay. We have scheduled, so I was to cancel the class, but without canceling, because we don't have much time. We have to cover the syllabus. We have to learn everything before your final exam and your assignment. So you'll be sorry, you will be having an assignment. Before that, to complete that assignment, you will need yeah, you'll need some knowledge. Okay, so we have to complete everything. That's why I couldn't, because I had an important meeting. So, but I postponed that. So today, anyhow, I will be covering the remaining time of this session. So I'll be remaining part of this week's session on Thursday or either Friday. I will be scheduling the remaining part of this session. Okay. So today, that's all for today, guys. So just receive the session recording and go through with that. When you're having doubts or either when you're needing any help or support, you can contact me. You can talk to me. So in last class, I gave my contact number. So don't worry. So I'll be there for you in your cyber security and ethical hacking, or in your networking career. So I will be there for you to help. Okay. So have a nice day, guys. Take care. I will be scheduling remaining part of this session Thursday or Friday. So please be attend the remaining part of today's session also. Okay, guys. Have a nice day.